Now that already struck a chord in me. Trying to tell people to prepare for what they're about to see. Now, this is how mainstream media dictates to you who you should grieve for, who you should fight for, who you should be, who you should protest for, what you should do, how you should do it, when to do it. So, anyway, when I saw the news, that bothered me. And then, as the day went on, they kept saying they were going to release it at a particular time. They had a press conference or several press conferences with this young man's mother. And, it just bothered me. It just bothered me. And then you had people like your Al Sharptons and your Benjamin Crumps, who were making commentary about the feeling of his parents, this young man's parents. First of all, you can't tell me how to feel about my child or children. You can't do that. Then, during these press conferences, as they see the mother, suffering in pain of the murder of her child, the father, they first try to downplay the father, referring to him as the stepfather, even though Tyree's mom made it plain that's his father. That step stuff and steps, that's white folk stuff. We don't roll like that. So if that's y'all culture, that's y'all culture. But when you bring somebody into your family who is going to parent your child, that's what they are, a parent. Listen, do not let these people dictate language to you. And as a unique and specific group in this country, we have a right to dictate our own language. We have a right to speak our own language. We do not have the right, if we don't want to, we don't have to share it with anybody else. Stop letting, outsiders know, our verbiage, how we relate to each other. It's none of their business. The Irish don't teach you how they relate to each other. The Italians don't teach you how they relate to each other. Asian folks don't teach you how they relate to each other. We have this nasty habit of trying to explain our culture and our verbiage to other people. Get out of that habit. And so as these press conferences were being aired, they kept saying to the mother, and you would see Attorney Crump, the other attorneys, and other folks around her lean into her ear, constantly asking her to ask for peaceful protest. Why do they always come to us for peace and forgiveness? That is highly insulting. Me personally, I don't forgive anybody for anything that you've ever done to me, ever, because you did it on purpose. I don't have to forgive you to make you feel good about yourself. That's not going to happen. If that, God forbid, were to happen to me, say it happened to me. Say the police ran down and beat me to death. Nobody in my family would ever tell you that I wanted peace. If they did, they're a liar or they're not related to me. And if they are related to me, and if you ever heard anybody in my family say that, I give you permission to kick them in the damn throat. Because my family know I don't rock like that. So it's always this plea for forgiveness when it comes to black people here in this country. And we feel it necessary to make other people comfortable in our own pain. I'm not making nobody comfortable in my pain. That's why I speak the way that I speak and say the things that I want to say. I don't have to be calm, cool, collected to make you feel good. If this was to happen to me, burn this effer down. You hear me? I'm not playing this kind of game. If somebody murdered my children or anybody in my family unjustly, I don't want to hear that peaceful protest stuff. Another thing, we have a nasty habit of allowing other people to plead our cause. Now, as I'm watching all of this news media coverage of various protests that were, held throughout the country, if you want to call them a protest, I got another word for that. But we're going to roll with protest. I